to do.
So I used to do Instagram live marketing with my wife. So normally she would be the one doing it.
Well, not the shout for the marketing.
And I'm, bro, I didn't fall for the camera now. So I could just the ginger, the talk. I didn't know that I was going to happen.
Thank you for telling me this. I'm going to praise you on air. This is husband material 500 yards.
Okay,
Oh
this is it.
my
I guess
goodness.
those of us that are not ready to do Instagram market, you're not ready to marry.
Yeah, I'm
She
not
saw
ready to
though.
marry.
She saw though.
she saw.
Because when that the guy now would tell me describing the this thing. The
So
dresses.
Fela lost out of this
no.
thing, Sha.
No, that one I have 3 billion to say about that. At least 3 billion. Some good, some bad, to be honest.
Oh yeah, well, nice stories to do actually. But we have some nice song. We're not reviewing, no. We're just playing.
Our headphones working now.
I don't think so.
Oh, they're not working.
All right, let's go live. Smooth 98.1. Love music, love life. I am Ayo Myro Essay, and it is time for the GrapeVine 981. You can already hear a hint of excitement. Someone is trying to hold themselves in terms of, I'm so happy. Well, we're going to get there very shortly. I'm not alone. I am so excited to have with me in the studio after so long the two gentlemen, GrapeVine gentlemen. We have, let me mention them according to how they came in. Oris. Morning, Oris. How you doing?
Good morning, Ayo. Yeah, I think I am fine actually. A bit pumped up. I have no idea why. But yes, let's go Lagos.
Of course
Let's
you're
go
pumped
Lagos.
up. You're in the studio. Why would you be pumped up?
Oh, that's actually true.
Ex-
Actually, I'm pumped because I'm seeing Ayo for a very long time. And this is like such a long time. So yeah, this is my happy Ayo face.
But report yourself. You came into and just greeted me as if we have been seeing each other for a long time.
No, Ayo wants me to be shouting. And I don't get power like that.
You know hug.
I don't get power like that.
No hugging.
No hugging.
No hugging allowed.
We hug
Please.
with Valentine.
No, that was before the new
Please, I did
restrictions
not
came
with Valentine.
into
Let them not come and say, you people are not doing the kids. I did not with
We did
Valentine.
Valentine.
Who is Valentine, sir?
All right,
Oh.
so you've heard the other gentleman's voice. He needs no introduction. We have James Silas
Yeah.
in the building. And
So let me tell you guys, quick one.
Yeah, tell
This
me.
morning I woke up like maybe 7:35, 40, and this is because I ignored my alarm. You know the usual thing. I just
Yeah,
thought that okay, this is
Public
good.
holiday
And
thing.
that's why I woke up at that time. The way I jumped, as I'm brushing, I was wearing my shoes. I grabbed it until I'm sure. I hope I'm not wearing my white underwear, but I have to make it here. So
we
people should
appreciate
forgive me
it.
for coming almost late.
No, we love it. I mean, we're so grateful. Thank you for making the effort. I actually really, really applaud our analysts who come in here on a public holiday.
Yeah, I feel like I should get more props. So I came here like way 30 minutes early, please. I feel like I deserve some
You
kind
deserve-
of
you
He missed live radio.
You deserve your accolades.
Smooth FM, come and give me accolades. Thank you very much, please.
All right, before we get, so into our conversation, we cannot forget our listeners, of course not. And this is how you can be a part of the conversation. Please send your message to WhatsApp 0809 444 0981. That's 0809 444 0981. You can also tweet at us at smooth981fm. Use the hashtag grapevine981. And very importantly, you need to watch us on YouTube, because beyond what you see when we are live on air on radio, you get to see the behind the scenes action on YouTube. So head on quick and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Press touch the bell so that you can get notifications whenever we go online. So it's youtube.com/smooth981fm Lagos. All right, before we proceed, I have a nice song to share with our wonderful listeners. Before we proceed, James, what's your voice is a bit husky this morning. What's
Yeah. So since I started realizing that I can try to have a voice. I've been wishing I had a voice like all of those baritone people. I want Mazino, Johansson, so I can be talking.
Yeah.
That I think if I put it low, it should sound really nice.
Oh gosh.
So sometimes looking at maybe I like it like this.
Like it. So what's responsible for it though?
Oh, okay. Can I say this on radio? So I went to host a live show, Instagram live. Let me tell you now, I had to host Instagram live for my wife. She does marketing. She sells clothes, plus size dresses.
Okay.
So she just said, today I'm tired. You are going to be handling. I say, no problem now. Let's see our chicks. Let's do it. So they set up the mic, what's called the microphone, put it live, and then I was there marketing the dresses, telling people, describing dresses.
Were you wearing them?
No, we had models. We had
She's
models.
part of marketing.
We had models wearing them. She does every Saturday or so. So she had models wearing them. So they will come and I would now say, "Oh my God, look
So
at
British.
this one!" Right? So sometimes I'll be screaming really loud. Like, so sometimes I'll forget my lines, like the description of the dress. I'll be shouting, "Help me!" So my
Oh my
throat was in
goodness.
trouble.
Oh my days.
And it lasted for like 1 hour, 10 minutes.
You see, this is why I'm not married.
I tried.
I was going to
This is
say,
why
if
I'm
you
not married.
cannot
I don't
hype,
have that kind of voice.
if you cannot hype your wifey, then please do
Then please
not.
don't-
You're not
don't
ready.
get married. You're not ready.
Yes.
No,
tell
I
them.
have to
It's fine,
give
no,
you-
it's fine, no. Since
You
they have
lose your
outlawed me
throat
from the land of
sometimes.
matrimony.
I have to give James a round of applause.
Thank you. Press the button. Oh shit! Thank you very much.
That is the first time I was doing this, so this is so unfair. By the way.
I'm sorry. Well,
I'm
then
getting married next week.
when you get married, I'll give you your
Next
own.
week,
I'll give
next
you.
week.
I'll give you your own.
Apply
round of
within.
applause.
Apply within.
I'll
Lagos.
give, oh, you've heard that, by the way. James, James, Chris says that Have you said singing, but he's explained.
Okay, you get the drift of it.
Yeah, again, and then Ori said she should be carrying down. We miss you, Sha. You know, you jump in and say and all that. Fantastic stuff. Now, some nice song or music to just start off today's edition of GrapeVine 981. This is Woman featuring Cleo Soul by Little Sims. It's a video, so you can watch the video on YouTube. It's Woman featuring Cleo Soul is taken from Little Sims' forthcoming album, Sometimes I Might Be Introvert, and it's going to be dropping on the 3rd of September. I like people who plan ahead like this. So September, okay, although we have June, July, August, so in 4 months time. All right, so let's have a taster of Woman, Little Sims featuring Cleo Soul. Why is not Lil Sims?
Very great song, by the way. Why is it not what?
Lil Sims. I'm always Little Sims is so unconventional for a
For an artist.
Yeah,
yeah,
but
for
name
an
of
artist, yeah. Because even I have to say
Oh,
Little
but then, I
Sims.
mean, maybe it's a throwback to like all them, the founders of R&B. What's his name? Little Richard.
Little Richard, okay.
I don't know. Because I think the Lil thing became something that happened like in the 90s.
Yeah, Lil.
Late 90s.
When we got too lazy to pronounce
Mostly
things.
the pop and rap artists.
Yeah. Anyway, I like the song so much.
I do.
Nice. Yeah, it's a very cool song. Is she
I've never heard
Nigerian?
about her before.
Is she Nigerian?
Me too.
No, she's British, but I wonder what her
roots
origins are.
Please, can you show? Why are you discriminating against Oris? You can't see his face now. Oris, move this way, please.
This
Move
way
this
or
way.
this way?
Yeah, no, this way.
Like that.
Yeah. So move your mic, please. You're discriminating
I
against Oris now.
discriminate against it.
Yeah, I can see you clearly now. Thank you. Why are you
It's such a
doing?
jam.
Why are you doing this?
No,
And
but
there's Ghanaian version.
Is that okay? You don't like Oris? Tell me now.
I'm not married.
Okay, I'm
There's
not married.
discrimination.
Oh!
There's discrimination now.
But she's not married
It's
too.
married people that are getting all the attention.
Yeah.
I'll put them now.
did you hear you? Not married too.
Exactly. I just said that because he's not even really ready to marry you. I can't even hear who for himself. Your ears are not
Always
even
good to my
attentive.
So
wife,
this is-
actress. Don't worry.
Look at
It is
you.
next week, Sha. It is next week, Sha. My own is next week. Just so that I can get attention on Smooth FM, please. I'm married next week. I'm doing Instagram live. In fact, Instagram live is going to be the marriage.
Hey.
I mean,
Then
combined.
you can hire James for your.
Yes, hopefully my throat will have
I'm
calmed
going
down.
to go now.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. I hope you guys heard this song. Oh, sorry. I hope you won't get in trouble for putting the song out there. Okay, let's go. You ready? Let me get to the question this time.
I'm not going to see you. Damn.
Okay, let's go. So, the music video for this song "Woman" by Little Sims featuring Cleo Soul was directed by Little Sims herself. Was directed by Little Sims and Jeremy Ingatho Cole. The song itself was produced by Inflow, and it looks like it is definitely a winner for two gentlemen in the studio.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's a definite yes. If we were reviewing, of course.
Of course.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I was trying to get I was asking you guys about Little Sims' history, you know, and I know Oris had mentioned that he hadn't heard about her and he wonders why, because her song is so good. So tell us anything, did you discover anything about her?
Unfortunately not so far. Yeah, just that I mean she's British. I
Yeah.
think that's about it, and it's like mostly an independent artist at the moment.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's about what I know. What I want to find out actually next is her origins. I mean, if she's African, which part of Africa are her parents from?
Okay.
Because there's a huge community of what's it called? African descended artists in the UK. A
Yeah.
huge one.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think she's probably part of it. So I just wonder which of the parts is she? Because I mean, this song references a bunch of countries. I think there's Ghana, there's
Yeah.
Nigeria,
Ethiopia, different
Ethiopia and stuff.
places,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just wonder.
Okay. Cruz says that it's a very lovely vibe. The song gives him the Erica Badu flow.
That's true.
Entirely correct. Bruce, you are the man.
Yeah, the man.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get on to our story, shall we? Story number 1. Femi Kuti reacts as his dad, Fela, misses out on as an inductee of the 2021 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, despite coming second in the fan vote category. So there were icons such as Mary J. Blige, Kate Bush, Devo, Foo Fighters, The Go-Go's, Iron Maiden, Jay-Z, Chaka Khan, Carole King, LL Cool J, New York Dolls, Rage Against the Machine, Todd Rundgren, Tina Turner, who won, and Dionne Warwick were nominated. And it was and the good thing about this was that the nominations or the winner was going to be based on votes, purely votes. Now you would think that with a 200 million following in terms of Nigerian population, because we only had one candidate, we only had one job, just vote for this one person. Fela didn't win. He was leading for a very long time. However, he was very close call with Tina Turner. I know, I'm coming to you, James. So music lovers are urged to cast their votes for their favorite stars through April 30 on Hall's website, as the 2021 inductees will be announced in May, with the ceremony to take place in Cleveland in October. Now, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame revealed its 2021 inductees, and Fela Kuti missed out despite coming second in the fan vote category, ahead of the Go-Go's, Todd Rundgren, Carole King, Foo Fighters, and others who were selected to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Interesting. So, tell me, I mean, break this down. So, why are we all voting and campaigning if it wasn't purely based on votes?
I think my first reaction to this was, what was that African song? Exactly that one. that one exactly. That was my first reaction, because these guys did not clearly tell us. Maybe it's our mistake though, but I think it's their mistake. We were not informed that there were two categories of voting that's going to take place. That the fan votes were not quite as effective as the, let's say, the academy vote.
I'm so pained. So
exactly.
annoyed.
And so because they didn't tell us that, we spent all of these energies voting for Fela to get inducted, only for it last I say, you know what? That is actually not how it works. You guys, I mean, your votes, thank you for your votes. That's for publicity. But in terms of like what is actually concrete to this particular session of like inductees, you guys vote
only
actually
members
doesn't quite count. Exactly.
Please.
So I'm just like, so all of this muscle we are using to vote, all of this thing is just wasted. So yeah, I think I'm quite pissed, and I think there's a bit of anger with Femi's comment. But of course, he cannot express his anger, so I'm helping him to do it by recounting that Rikatani song on that freaking. But there's something else about it too.
Okay.
I think it's important that we understand that this is how the most prestigious awards work elsewhere in the world. For Nigeria, a lot of what we're thinking about is numbers. So for instance, if you want to win anything, just go and be one of them, Davido, Burna Boy, and the rest of them you get, and you probably get nominations and everything, and that's how you probably could win. But in the US and in the UK, they have like a system where if you're going to say things like the MTV Awards, those ones are like fan votes and everything, the Nickelodeon, all of those ones. But the real prestigious ones, the Oscars, the Grammys, they don't really care about your popularity. You get? So people who are not quite popular would win song. You're like, wait, how did this guy win Song of the Year? You're like, but they're looking at history, and they're looking at people who are in the industry who know about these things to like vote. So I think I'm angry, but at the same time, I feel like it might be a teachable moment for like Nigerian awards to understand that, you know what, sometimes you can have the fan votes, but if they do not know technicalities about stuff, maybe you shouldn't give it to them. That's why I keep saying that the MVCA, for instance, for film is good, but that cannot be our most prestigious award. That's not how it should work.
Yeah.
Because you cannot have viewers' choice because what really does a viewer know about cinematography?
Yeah.
You want people who are in the industry
It's
to
just
say,
it's a popularity vote.
exactly, yeah. So you need something. So I think we need a higher award system so that those guys can exist, but that's a lower rung. Then for the highest, you need to get people in the industry, people who know about this, and people in the media maybe to say, you know what, these are the guys who deserve to be awarded this particular year. So that's
Or do you think that that's done, at least for an award ceremony like MVCAs, do you think that's not done at the point of nomination? So that nomination is where they bring the experts to whittle down the numbers. So nomination, it's not about popularity, and then from there you can now go
but it is about, unfortunately, it is about popularity, and part of the problem is that the AM in MVCA means African Magic, which is a business entity.
No.
You understand? So it means that, of course, for them, what they're thinking about is the commercial aspects of what they are going to get, people who are going to get nominated. So if they nominate an obscure film, it doesn't really help them.
Yeah.
If the film will not show an African Magic, it doesn't really help their business either.
Ah.
You understand? So that's how the ecosystem works with the business side. But yes, you need to get something else that's outside of that to say, you know what, in terms of artistry, these are the guys who you should be looking at. So that's what I'm saying. They exist, and it's good for business, good for popularity. But we need something else that's higher than that, that focuses exclusively on artistry.
Okay, I have a few questions, and I hope James would come in on that one. But we need to go on a break. After the break, but James, something to ruminate, and that is number one: who are the people that make up the membership of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Because that would also impact on how they vote, and that's what that's why the Oscars so white. The Grammys have been accused of that as well. So there's no chance in heaven or earth for Fela to win if the people who are on that voting panel do not have a clue about African music. So what? And I'm just reading on their website. It doesn't give an indication of who, but I'm seeing that I think anyone can be a member. And guess what? Their members are people that love rock and roll. Please, how many people that love rock and roll are people that
listen to Afrobeats?
But we'll come back and shame on them. So why they put us? It was as if they just wanted to introduce it to Nigeria and Africa. Let me put it that way.
Exactly. But I think if we shout a lot, maybe next year
they will put it. All right. Okay, let's go on a break. James, I'd like you to touch on this, and then we'll go on to our other stories.
Yeah, I
and
think
like which members?
For me, I think really that it's a good thing if we shout and shout and shout.
Yes.
Because it means that subsequently they'll
yes.
be taking and they'll pay attention and say, you know what?
Yes.
Maybe there is something not quite right about what we are doing, and maybe we can fix it somehow.
Number one is that looking at the winners, right? I'm looking at the winners.
I don't like people calling it winners. They make me feel a bit.
So looking at the looking at the people that are inducted, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Jay-Z is part of them.
Yeah.
Foo Fighters.
And Jay-Z was like the list in the.
So what was that? But yeah, and you even see Jay-Z and you just laughed at beg. But look at we have apart from Jay-Z was the token. Others are people that we and Tina Turner because it was clearly the fans.
No. Tina's American legend. There's no way she's
I'm saying that the other coming from the other white people that they put there, Foo Fighters. It's white music now.
The
Go-Go's. Carole King, Jill Scott, Heron. Is it Jill Scott? No, it's not Jill Scott.
Jill Scott, Heron is black.
Jill Scott, okay. LL Cool J, okay.
Yeah, no, it's believe me, like they say, America is parochial. They care about themselves only.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what they pretty much have done with this. I don't think there's anybody from a different culture that, at least this year, that's in the inductees. It's just mostly Americans.
Because if they talk about racism, for instance, America has the issue of racism. Then that is racism to fellow Americans. We then have people that are now not even Americans. That is also black. They now want to have a voice.
But
sometimes you will treat an outsider better than you treat. We actually have sometimes more value than the black Americans.
Sometimes.
Because you might give them more respect. Sometimes just because we are not part of them. At least we have our
That's when you're here now. When you're here,
no, even they're abroad though. Some of them give at least to them we have an identity. We have a place we're coming from. They are neither here nor there. They are not expected.
No, but they don't know that until they have a conversation with you. If the first of all, when the two other black people look like a destitute to them,
But I think anyway that it's a good thing if we make a lot of noise. First things first, one, at least it's noticed. It's like number 2 on the fan voting. So that means at least the academy will look at okay, there's something happening here. If media people, for instance, write more pieces about look, this guy is overdue for this particular honor, and I'm thinking about this. James doesn't really like things like this. All these awards and honors is like I beg.
Smooth 98.1 Love Music, Love Life. If you're not following us on YouTube, I can only say sorry. That's where the fun made. Okay, well, YouTube and of course listen to us on radio when we come on air because it's fire here on Smooth 98.1. It's the GrapeVine 981. I'm Ayo Myro Essay. I'm not alone. I have with me James.
Yeah.
And Oris.
Yeah.
So before the break, we'd listened to the beautiful song of Little Sims, "Woman," from our upcoming album, which is to be released on the 3rd of September, which is titled "Sometimes I Might Be Introvert." Lovely song right there, and as Cruz said, it's giving him the Erykah Badu vibe. And then we talked about Femi Kuti reacting to his dad Fela missing out as an inductee of the 2021 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, despite coming second in the fan vote category. So those who have been inducted for this year are Tina Turner, Carole King, The Go-Go's, Jay-Z, Foo Fighters, Todd Rundgren, Kraftwerk, Charlie Patton, Gil Scott Heron, LL Cool J, Clarence Avant, Billy Preston, and Randy Rhoads. James, before the break, I talked about who makes up the membership, because they said, it's the members' votes that actually count more than what random people voting.
So in line with answering that question, the first part of what always talked about is maybe I'll break it down like this. It's about, there's a percentage, or there's a way they always break it down. Now maybe they don't in this case. When was how long, or how many of us have actually followed this rock and roll?
Until Fela was named.
And so for a lot of awards, and what he said, the prestigious awards, they look at technicalities, they look at commercial value, they look at the what's it called, the width of promotion and all of, and distribution and so on. So there's always a percentage that they accrue to the public.
Yeah.
And the percentage that also goes
They didn't tell us that though.
Yeah, they don't. So you see,
They didn't tell us that initially.
Yeah.
So there's a percentage that also goes to the judge or the academy itself.
Yeah.
So, and half the time, the academy has more power.
Of course.
Because, like politics, anybody can have the money or the finance to push people or collate people to vote for them, and at the end of the day, it will not be credible. But then again, I'm still one of those people that will tell you that when you have 5 nominees in a category, it means that everybody's a potential winner.
Yeah.
So if you even make it to that point at all, that means you can win.
You want to give us that consolatory speech?
But it's true. But wait, no, I'm not even done. I was about to tell you. So anyway, so I've explained that whole having the panel, the judges, and then the public votes as well. So when sometimes they come together and then they do like a proper, they try to balance the average of it, and some people will win or the other party will have the highest at the end of the day. So now bringing it back to how Femi has reacted to it. Yeah. Because we still have to look at the situation that this is an American-based award.
Yeah.
Right? We're in Africa here. It's true that we're beginning to get recognition as in a quote in the phrase of Afrobeats music. Yeah. Before nobody, they never rate us now.
That is true. So that's very true.
Now that we have Fela, I can understand. We know how heavy Fela is when it comes to when that name comes up here in Africa. Yeah. Not like they don't recognize. Or
I was going to say he's an international artist.
They do. He is. Do you understand? But trust me, when we are dealing with, if you're in Nigeria here, there's a way we rate Isakode. When you are trying to talk about rappers and you have Emma, you have Victor, there's a way you still talk about. You are not going to open your full chest and be saying Sarkodie is better than Emma. They are going to tap your head. So even there, yes, they recognize Fela, but you can see. I was saying something about if we bring the issue of racism in America or abroad, they have the people within Americans that they are racist to. They will now have Africans who are just trying to spend their money on holiday, and they start looking at you like destitute. This one you are not even, you are African, you are black, different from these other ones. So we love Fela. Fela is nothing. Whether today's award or tomorrow's award, not to change the fact that Fela is one of the greatest.
He's a legend.
Personality who is still very impactful in the country, not just entertainment per se. He is an icon who will never ever be forgotten. I mean, when did Fela die? Do you understand? A lot of times people are even talking about Fela a lot more than Michael Jackson or who. Do you understand? So the awards
listeners are now going to call me and say Fela, Michael Jackson.
The awards should not define in any way, should not make us sad that I don't rate the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I don't know. Do you understand?
I
cannot
know,
really connect.
James, it's a big deal. Rock and roll.
I cannot really connect to it.
Sam from
So-
Ikoyi says one of your analysts mentioned the award being probably more of the technicalities and artistry. That's always there may be less of popularity. Please and please. The final results were flawed. What part of those criteria would Fela not comfortably tick? Artistry,
No.
music technicalities. Fela ticks them all. So what are we saying? This has nothing to do with being a Nigerian or Fela fan. The final result is questionable and flawed, and that's what on periods.
No.
Says Sam from Ikoyi.
No, Sam is actually correct. No, but I think he's mischaracterized what I have said.
Yeah.
I've said that that's the case for things like the Grammys or the Oscars. For the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I'm only saying that it's a teachable moment for us on the way to organize a prestigious awards that caters to artistry. That's a different thing entirely. But to just respond to this, the thing is that one has to realize that with there's an academy somewhere that selects these people. Unfortunately, I think there are 5 guys that founded this Rock and Roll Hall of Fame from the US. I think 2 of them are not musicians. One of them is the owner of the founder of Rolling Stones magazine, which is of course a very big magazine in the US. You get, so those guys, I think they are the ones who pretty much make all of these decisions. You get, maybe there might be a wider group, but these are the 5 guys who actually founded the Hall of Fame.
Right.
So yeah, but it turns out it doesn't really.
Well, let's leave
guess
Hall
we
of
can't be
Fame.
so angry.
Let's leave Hall of Fame. We have to move on. But let me
Where's
just
Fela so angry?
You're angry, I know, unjustifiably so. Lax is saying, where is that coming from? He said, why is always saying, what do we know about cinematography? We are viewers. We only watch the cinematography in movies. All we watch is the technicalities. Please put some respect to our association, please.
Lax, no vex.
I'd even say, Lax, don't worry. You and I, we know the truth. Let's just keep it at that. And then Cruz wants to know how much the annual dues for being a member is, so that this kind of thing will not happen again. All right,
It's true, exactly. Let's go and pay. If that is it, let's go and pay.
Okay, all right then. All right. So Ellen DeGeneres, to end her talk show amid bullying allegations. Wow. Ellen DeGeneres is reportedly set to end her eponymous talk show after 18 seasons, following accusations that she allowed a toxic work environment. You know, when this came out, when this scandal, I'll call it scandal for the purpose of this, broke out, I didn't think was going to lead to this. You know, to her now ending such an iconic show. But after 18 seasons on air and huge ratings, the talk show host is expected to make an announcement explaining why she's pulling the plug today. I'll get to that. Yes, so please, that was yesterday, according to the Daily Mail. Please take us through.
So she said that she's going to be leaving, but not this season, next season.
Next season. Okay.
So, but she claimed that when she started the show in '97, she already knew that she was going to end it by a 19th season. Now we don't know if that is true, actually. You know
why? I mean, there's so many questions. Why 19?
Yeah, but she had said because she was making a joke that because 19 is a good number. She made 2 jokes about it. Something about it being the periodic table. The 19th element is potassium, blah blah blah, whatever. But the point is, she said she's going to leave after like the 19th season, which is like next season. She's claiming that it was something she has already talked about. She has already decided like way back in '97. But I don't know that might be fully true.
Yeah,
I think
now we're just hearing it
yeah.
now.
I think part of it is that she's kind of I guess tired of. I think she's like she told the New York Times months ago that people assume that she's supposed to be this nice person all of the time, but she can't really be that all of the time, you know. And that's part of what has happened with this scandal because people assume that she's one person to the cameras. Meanwhile, this is what you are doing behind. So I guess all of that pretty much has gone to her. And let's face it, the one is crazy rich. So I think she can say, you know what, I'll not do it again. So
no, but it's not that easy.
Why not?
To leave something that you really love doing, after a while, it's not just about the money. The money is important.
But like she said, even on that, she said, that she can still go to Netflix. So let's remember that too. I think she's on ABC or NBC, one of their terrestrial stations now. You know, but she's saying that, you know what, it's not the end of Ellen as a person. Just for this particular show, I'm sure she'll find something on Netflix, and they give her lots of money. So yeah, she will be fine. She
had to stretch it to 2022. Just maybe she'll change her mind. Maybe they'll beg her. Maybe they'll. Well, I heard she's.
She sounded quite. I don't know.
Remorseful.
No, not remorseful. No, she has apologized. So that's a different thing. But she didn't mention that at all. She did not mention the scandal when she was talking just hours ago.
So it also depends on how she sees or how she takes the allegation that she encourages the toxic
exactly, yeah.
You know.
I think they fired 2 or 3 producers before.
If you watch the show, sometimes when she picks on her colleagues or her staff, her people, you know, but she does it in a fun, like it's supposed to be a joke. So except maybe off the camera, it goes.
Yeah, that's what they're
deeper
saying. Yeah, of course. They say off
Yeah.
camera. Yeah, that it's she can be quite cruel off camera, and some
Wow.
other people could be cruel, and she would not stop them. That's another
okay.
thing too. Exactly. So that's so two things. Like on the one hand, she herself. On the other hand, her control of the space.
Yeah.
So that's why she was saying when she apologized that you know what, she understands that everything finally comes back to her because she's the one who's in control. So if
Yeah.
anybody says anything that's wrong, it's really about
She
her.
should have, and also, of course, they also follow examples. So if she's
Exactly.
seen to be someone, which is quite sad because people just loved Ellen. They thought she was this happy,
Yeah.
cheerful.
There was a huge blowback when people realized that
Yeah.
she actually might not be this kind of person
Yeah.
behind.
Well, let's all see. Let's make peace with it. Let's just make peace with the fact that it's not what you see on social media that people project. That's the that's
Yeah,
their
but
reality.
you know, now Americans and the idea of authenticity, you know, they feel like this person should be authentic.
Yeah,
You know,
true.
that's the problem.
True.
Yeah.
True. All right. Okay. Do you just before I go? Do you think any Nigerian who's been found out like this would offer to? Let me even laugh.
I pray. Oh.
You might.
I mean,
the papa get the company.
Did we not have an issue recently, by the way?
Well, again, honestly,
No.
honestly, they haven't.
Didn't you have an issue just recent, not long ago?
Of course.
We need to borrow a leaf. Let's normalize quitting when you've been found to be
No,
culpable
we
in
do
something.
not take
really
responsibility
bad.
as Nigerians, so please. They'll be
This is
like,
so bad. Anyways, good news, and let's end the show on a good news. Hopefully you hear it as a good news. One is that Aki and Popo are to be back on our screen thanks to Play Network, and two, which I find particularly exciting,
Alright.
is that a television adaptation of Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart, No Longer at Ease, and Arrow of God is officially in the works and was confirmed by Chinua's son Chidi Achebe. The family will collaborate with Dayo Gunyemi of 234 Media and Seldna Media's Joe Seldna to develop the television series. I'm so excited. So go on.
Of course.
now that's going to, I mean, the three of them, I mean, back to back. You know, some people don't understand that the two of them actually connected. You know, people don't really understand that. Yeah, that I think the lead character from the third book is the grandchild of Okonkwo. So people don't know that there's a connection like that.
Yes.
So I think this might be a way in which it's certainly going to be in their face. But I wonder about the setting. Would they set it in the past, or would they try to make it modernize it a bit? It's
No, I think they would ruin it if they set it in the present. It has to be. They have to keep the
It has to
original.
be.
No,
You know how
but
much money that is?
We see some of those
To do like
movies,
sets.
those
to.
epic series on African Magic. We see some of those, like the ones they're shooting right now.
No,
It's
but no.
still
What
set
I'm saying is
in the
no.
past.
Yeah, but the point is, you know, Okonkwo of course set in the past. But I'm saying the other
No
ones.
longer at ease.
Oh,
They
Yeah.
are like 90s, they are like 80s, maybe early
had to.
90s.
They had
I
to
think actually
retain-
80s and 70s. So those are like
It has to be in
It has
that
to.
same. They have to use the same set. They have to use
Yeah.
that same thing. That's what I feel.
If not, you
And the
lose
picture
this-
quality be fantastic and everything, but
yeah.
they still have to give us that.
that 70s
experience.
vibe.
They
What
have
what's
to.
man? I just think that
Well,
it's a lot of
what's
money.
the name of that movie
It's a whole
with
lot of
Rita
money.
Dominic
Costuming.
and 19?
Oh yeah, 76 was
76,
really, really good. But I'm saying, yeah, but
Exactly.
well, if they're going to be moving from time, they're going to have to do a set one for the Okonkwo's time, which is like way back then. Then maybe some time for like maybe the 50s, then before they come to the 70s. I'm just wondering, I'm
Don't
thinking.
understand. Of
They'll
course
be
they can do. They'll be fine. We do it well. I
Well,
think,
I'm looking forward to it, yeah. But I don't know about the Aki and Popo.
Me
news.
neither.
Like, I'm like,
They'll
I
be-
feel like Play Network has, I don't know, they don't things. I mean, I was happy with the first one, but
Yes.
from that, the other two, I'm like,
yeah. So I've seen I didn't see Neka the Pretty
you
Second.
are the lucky one.
I heard.
You are the
Me,
lucky
I think
one.
me too.
I love
You are the
Idia,
lucky one.
and I was so proud of the fact that she'd ventured into.
Yeah, I'm happy that she got the
movies.
role, but man,
Yes, but I heard about the production, and I wasn't
the
so
screenplay.
the screenplay, which is quite unfortunate.
Yeah.
I wasn't such a fan of Neka the Pretty Second. I don't think I want to relive watching a woman turn into a snake again many years after. But people have different, tastes. Now, but for the first one, Living in
Living in
Bondage,
Bondage,
I
yes.
loved it.
I
Yeah,
do.
quite decent.
Then
yeah.
what was the third one?
Rattlesnake.
Oh.
Rattlesnake.
Oh, I love Rattlesnake too. I thought
Well, I
Rattlesnake
don't know about
was
love.
so
I was
fantastic.
in the
I've
middle
not
for
seen
that
that
one.
one, but I mean, I remember.
I was in the middle for that one.
Yeah.
It's like, I think it just kept, I think it went bad. It was really good with Living in Bondage. Then, let's say, average at Rattlesnake. And then
I
really
love
bad for
Rattlesnake.
Ineka. So I'm just hoping that Aki and Popo doesn't show up and then it's like on the floor.
I'm not excited. I'm not particularly excited about Aki and Popo.
I like the guys, but I just wonder
Yeah.
about what exactly are they going to be
Scripting.
doing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's
right?
usually no script.
People have forgotten that those films were not really good, but they had great moments.
Yeah.
And that's
Yes.
it. That's two different things, right? Because on Twitter, you're having 2 minutes, you're having like a minute of,
Yeah.
of really great stuff.
Activities, yes.
But the films themselves were not really that good. So what then is the issue? What are they going to do now?
Are we even still
Because it
laughing
was
at
funny
jokes like
before.
that? Are we
No,
even-
no,
It was
of course.
funny before.
Yes.
Back how many years
At
ago?
the time, exactly.
Right now, you're not watching the same situation.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
Exactly.
funny
Part
to
of
you
it is
now.
nostalgia.
Yeah.
But I'm just okay. What are they going to rub them in? Because you need a story. It cannot just be collection of skits.
I also
It's like
think their
film, right?
brand has sort of evolved. So
No,
even
but they want to do it. So I guess I
of
don't know.
course they want to do. There's money.
There's money on the table, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping for the best, but I'm not expecting excellent stuff. I hope they disappoint me. To be honest,
I hope.
hope
Well,
they disappoint me.
I'm praying. We'll look for. We won't have long to wait. Hopefully, I'm not sure if they mentioned when it's going to
Yeah,
be
no, I don't think
released.
there's a time.
There's no,
for
but
it,
I'm sure it's going to be very soon because the
And I
way they've
think
been putting
they're
out
done shooting
teasers,
already.
yeah, they're done
Oh,
shooting.
Really?
Yeah.
You think they're done shooting?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. For them to bring out information, they will make sure they finish before they start putting out. Before somebody says they're not doing
I
it.
see a couple of clips, even though they did not connect it to anybody or anything.
Okay.
But I see a couple of clips that I think that it was them. Actually.
Yeah. Oh, well, looking forward. Fingers crossed. Huh?
All right. So let's end with comments. Tosin Baba says Ellen will be fine. She's big enough for another network to offer her money for another project.
True.
Don't forget she can't let go of the money. It's the cocoa. Taya from Aja says Ellen masking her bad attitude with her show and fault charity. Bad behavior eventually manifests. I hope all the celebrities in Nigeria are listening.
They are
Bad
not listening.
behavior-
They don't care.
Because
There's no repercussion in Nigeria. That's the thing. No
that's
repercussions
so
in Nigeria.
unfortunate.
No repercussions.
All right, thank you guys so much. I've had James Silas and
Yeah.
and Oris. Lack says I will watch and laugh. Anything they make, will just laugh.
I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
I'm not
so
sure,
I will
but
criticize, so.
if
Let
you
me say,
say-
let me put that out there. I will criticize, so.
Don't worry, we know that about you. We know that about you. All right, so guys, plug out before we go.
James Silas on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter,
And Instagram
Clubhouse.
Live.
Yeah, if you want to catch me on Instagram Live, you have to go to @LC and Chicks. You see what we do every Saturdays. Yeah, from 5 p.m. That's what we do.
All right,
love
yeah,
it.
it's Catchoris, Catchoris on Twitter and Catchorisgram on Instagram. Say hi.
Say hi. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Even though it's a holiday and I know some of you are just chilling, you still engage
Honestly,
with us.
they're
We
enjoying it.
love
Look at
it.
us, hustling to come to
We are
the
awesome.
studio. You guys are just like spread out listening to radio at home.
All right, fantastic stuff. Join me at 9 o'clock for today's edition of Lagos Talks 981. You know how it goes. We would review the biggest stories, and oh gosh, today's stories are something else. So please, would love to hear your thoughts on this one, and you can call us. You can send us a message. Cruz is asking for salamit. Please send a message to management. Thank you very
True.
much. All right,
Good FM.
everyone, stay tuned. Smooth music lined up for you.